We are live out of Studio 236 in Philly. Had an amazing radio interview as I spotlight my dear brother Kelvin Wagner from New Jersey. Actually, he's from South Jersey. Had a great time, and this young man is making a difference. He's a graduate of Shaw University from the class of 2016. One of my bears. If you can bear the pain, you can bear life situations every day. So we're going to talk a little bit about his life, and I'm going to have him share what he's doing. He is an image consultant for an amazing clothing company. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome to Studio 236 for the first time after we had an amazing radio interview. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friend who is an alpha as well.
Yes, sir.
Kelvin Wagner.
What's
happening, man?
What's going on?
It's great to see you. Did
Definitely.
You have a good time on the radio?
Of course, of course. It was my first time actually doing a radio station like this one.
Absolutely.
I've never been on a gospel station where I can actually tell you what my favorite gospel song is. I don't think many people know that. So that's cool.
I was able to pull it right up.
Yeah, you were, which is cool.
So listen, tell everybody about your experience on the radio with me. Now we're doing the video
Definitely.
Out of Studio 236. Tell everybody your experience of being on the radio. You really shared a lot about your life.
Yeah, for sure. So being on the radio today was actually an eye-opener for me, more so than anything, because I was actually able to tell some things about my life and actually, how do I say this? Express a lot of the things that I don't express, which is actually kind of easy for me to do with you, because I've known you for quite some time now. We kept in contact, so it was more so of a thing where I knew when I came up here, this wasn't just going to be an interview. This was going to be, just a conversation with some family.
That's right. That's right. Conversation with family.
So it's it's just a great experience. I feel home. I feel home right now.
So we're glad to have you at home. You're always welcome here at Studio 236.
Definitely.
So I want our viewers and listeners to become acquainted with you. Handsome brother. He has on all the stuff that he works for the company. He's going to tell us about that. Tell us about where you're born and raised from, and tell us about your experience of going to Shaw University.
Definitely. So I'm born and raised in South Jersey. I was born in Woodbury, New Jersey. I actually went to high school in Sicklerville, New Jersey. Going to Shaw University was a beautiful thing. I played football and ran track there on a dual scholarship, and I was actually a part of the SGA. I was able to, attack being alpha as well. And so I kind of got every part of the college kids experience. I got the student, I got the fraternal, I got the sports, and I got the administrative side. So it was pretty cool. I was like the only kid in the room for the board of trustees meetings and stuff. So
that wasn't intimidating for you, was it?
Heck no. I
Not
was
with your personality.
Up whoa, hold on. I'm not going to take my budget.
Exactly. That's cool. That's great. So you became an alpha as well. Go ahead and salute your brothers.
Oh, yeah. 06 to the good brothers. You already know how it is.
So when you were at Shaw, I had an opportunity of meeting you.
Yes.
You were involved with the student government. You were involved with a great fashion show. You were the coordinator of that?
Yeah, I actually coordinated. I was a coordinator of the whole homecoming.
Okay.
With a lot of help.
Wow.
With a lot of help.
The whole homecoming?
Yeah, the whole homecoming. With a lot of help. Because my assistant, I want to call her my assistant because she wasn't an assistant. She was with me. Bethany King.
Okay.
She was one of the greatest helps out of that whole thing, as well as...
You're still in contact with her?
Yeah, of course.
Good.
As well as just my advisor in SGA. It's just a beautiful thing. I was able to do a lot, and it actually gave me a lot of experience to go ahead and do what I wanted to by myself as an entrepreneur. So,
and that's how we met, folks. We met at this fashion show that he was the coordinator of. Had the honor and privilege to introduce him. So that was really a success that night. You had some fabulous folks, man. Yeah. The guys and the girls, they all were looking good that night.
Right on. We packed that thing out.
So yeah, and I think y'all was able to sell it out, right?
We packed it out. I'm not sure if it was. It may have been sold out, but we packed it out.
Man, it was people standing outside. They were rushing.
It was actually no. Yeah, that is true. I forgot about that. I'm thinking about another event. The fashion show was pretty dope.
And for some reason, it seems like on black colleges, in particular for homecoming, people come out to really support the fashion shows.
Yeah, they do. Cause
out of any in the football games.
Yeah, exactly. Local talent, really, because a lot of the people that go there are young kids from the area or people that are go to school with us. So their family, their friends and things of that matter. So it's actually cool because you get to finally showcase something that you've been working on yourself.
Sure. That
you may not be able to get on the runway at New York Fashion Week or going down to anywhere.
Gotcha.
Going to London, whatever the case may be. But it's actually cool to give yourself that content for the marketing.
Sure.
For the content that you need for Instagram, things of that matter, so you can market yourself. And that's really more so what it was. It was giving people an opportunity that have a dream like mine to do fashion as much as I want to just have my own fashion show. You know, so it's cool.
So you did well at Shaw. You graduated. He has his degree because that is the key. Strive for excellence. Each one, teach one. You majored in mass communications. What I majored in some 20-something years ago, or he wouldn't be here on my show.
Right on.
What was your experience like at Shaw U Radio?
Shaw U Radio was dope because all my friends, like mass communications, the MCO department is so family oriented. It's like all of us today, like we won't even go to homecoming and hang out with other people. We'll probably have just like a mass communications party or something like that. Like it's pretty cool. So being with my friends on the air and we just actually controlling writing the script and getting the actual stuff done for the format of the show, you know, picking our own music, giving people a chance to put their music on the radio station, and even talking to the callers, which was cool too. It was a lovely thing. You know, it was free range. We were able to just do and have fun.
Good.
You know, just be able to experience what you're experiencing now, except, you know, with your peers. You're actually doing it on your own, which we all strive to do. You know, so it's cool.
Yeah. Sounds good. So after you graduated from Shaw, you came back to New Jersey.
Yes.
And because you always had this passion and desire to do fashion, you got connected with a wonderful company.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Tell everybody the name of the company.
Indochino.
Indochino. I like that. Indochino.
Indochino, yeah. It's actually cool.
Yeah.
But it's a Canadian company, made to measure, suits and custom apparel for men, as well as women. We do women's suits too as well.
But do you do more men than women?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So guys, got to connect with him.
Yeah, come talk to me.
Because, you know, they're going to do a suit for me very soon, you know, for a special event. Yeah.
Get you a nice little discount.
I got some nice suits, but I'm going to have him hook me up.
Yeah, right on.
So go ahead.
So I got into it. I came home. A longtime friend of mine, Victoria, she actually told me, she said, "Yo, you'll be perfect for this job, man. I think you should come in here. You know, we got mostly girls here." It was actually a situation where I needed some help, you know, and she was able to help me. And she put me in a position where, you know, I was able to show out.
Yeah. And you have on, let's talk about this. You have on one of the custom
shirts,
made shirts, the tie, and the slacks.
Yes.
I even like the sneakers. I don't know if
I got my Vans on right now. Okay, I didn't come in here with my.
You don't see it. You don't see his feet, but so tell us about this.
Okay, so made to measure. As you see now.
And I'm a 17 and a half, about 34, 35, so I'm telling him that so he can have my shirt.
Done already.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, cool. So with this, you can actually see how tailored it is to my body. You know, it's pretty much me. Yes. There's no extra slack. You don't really get much else. As well as this is a tie. All our ties are $25. I actually have a pair of our pants on too, which fit exactly perfect.
I like that.
We do everything made to measure, so we actually do a fit promise.
What is your inseam? A 31 or 30?
It is around there.
Yeah, see, I guess I can look at your height.
My man.
I'm very good. No, I'm kidding.
I'm about to say, and we don't stop until we actually make it the way you want it to look.
So what fabric is this?
This is actually cashmere and a merino wool mix, and it actually has a nice little like stretch to it too. Gotcha. We also do linings down to like your knee in the pants too, so you won't get like that sticky or get hot or something like that. Yeah. So it's pretty cool though. Yeah. That's what we do. We have a great amount of things. You're picking from, I want to say, over 100 fabrics.
And y'all, he came in something else, but he switched to this so quickly. I think he did it in 10 minutes or something. That's you got to be prepared. You know, when you do fashion, you know how to change. Yeah. You know, like with the background scenes, they back there, they change it real quick.
Yeah, go.
He was up there. You know, I guess bathroom, and he changed real quick and everything. That's really cool. So
yeah, I keep the suit in my car.
That's great. So go ahead and give your information in case people say, look, he's a handsome brother. I want him to help me. I want him to measure me. I want him to get me right. Definitely. Some of you know you're going on some events for the fall season as we approach that. You know, I see you guy. I see your girl. You going there, right? You want to look right. Give them the information.
So you can follow me on Instagram. You can also follow me on Facebook. Facebook, I'll get to you through Messenger, Instagram, DM, whatever the case may be, or a text message. Not text message, sorry. A comment. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at KM the Sensei. KM TheSensei. Sorry about that. But
that's okay.
KM the Sensei and Kelvin Wagner on Facebook.
Absolutely. So what do you want to share to the people about fashion and staying in the know and keeping up with what is good for them? Because people, I see so many people, the way they dress with all the different colors and styles, and style is really you.
Yes.
What do you want to say to encourage them as we go into this next season for fashion?
For the next season for fashion, I always want to tell you to dress appropriate for the weather, of course. So You want to stick with your wools. You want to stick with like the cashmeres and things of that matter. I know it sounds a little pricey, but you can find some wool, definitely for sure. But don't ever worry about what everybody else is wearing. Always wear which looks good on you. A lot of people try to step out of a range and they go like, hey, well, I want to wear this because it looks cool on that guy. When, like, we tell people your body measurement is your body measurement. That shirt may not work well on you. You might need a box tee opposed to a regular tee that you would see anywhere else. Like, you might need a lower collar, whatever the case may be, for it to look exactly the way it should on you. Or, even with the way I wear my sleeve length. Like, I wear my sleeves a little higher than usual, simply so I can show my watch, I can show my bracelets, and things of that matter. So it's all about actually knowing what's good for your body type, because sometimes I can't wear skinny jeans. I played football my whole life, but I can find a pair of jeans that are slim and look the way they need to look on me, but it still had the same look more so than anything. Sometimes everything isn't for everybody. You got to know what's good for you, and you also got to know the demographic of what you're wearing. A lot of the times now with suits, people want to say, oh, I need a tight suit, I need this, I need that. No, you don't need a tight suit, because you can actually wear that. It's not for your body type. Your body type isn't made to wear. Like, suits are made for slender, very skinny people. Suits aren't necessarily the greatest thing on curves. So that's why it takes a lot more money. It takes a lot more precision. It takes a lot more time. So you always want to make sure that you're just sticking to you, no matter what. It doesn't matter what the season is. It doesn't matter whether the fashion has changed. If the fashion does change, you find something that fits you within the realm of what's going on now. You don't go, oh, I'm just going to switch my whole wardrobe up, because then you'll look stupid. Then you'll be wondering why you look, you walk around looking all crazy. Confidence may go down a little bit because, your clothes ain't looking the way it's supposed to, but you'll be okay. Just
Sounds good.
Stick to what you know.
I can deal with him on an issue that he just said about tight clothing, especially when it comes to men, but I'm not going to go into that right now, guys. But, you'll never find that with Simone Malone. It's important to dress accordingly and look appropriately and make sure you invest in yourself. I invest in myself. I do have a very good tailor. And, I do consult with people like this brother if I need some support and direction with that. Go ahead again and encourage people out there. Look in that camera and speak to them, Kelvin, and encourage them to connect with you, because you're connected to a well-known company and you know the measurements. I'm telling him my measurement right now. I'm a 44 regular, 36-inch in the waist. My inseam is a 30. So you guys know my size. 17 and a half by shirt, depending upon how it's cut. The sleeve length is about a 32, 33, but I prefer a 34, 35, depending upon the suit.
Now that's style.
Tell them.
You know your measurements.
That's style. So I just styled myself about my measurements.
So when I say style, I mean the knowledge behind the product in which you're draping across the vessel.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm saying.
And I'm about maybe 190, 195. Sometimes I go up a little bit. Husky built.
Fluctuate.
Yeah, athletic. Because I played football before.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He's played football, so we're not going to be too skinny at that. But that's important to know your measurements, and you can measure a person very well.
Oh yes.
So book him.
My first suit in that company was a perfect suit, and it was a wedding suit.
You better book him.
It was a
Okay?
tuxedo.
That's great. That's great. So let's talk about, and then I'm going to give you some shout outs, and then I think he has something special for me today. Let's talk about what you're doing with the open mic. You mentioned that on the radio. You have all this burst of energy. I know when you come out on the stage, it's like a grand performance. Let's talk about your open mic that's taking place and where is that taking place so people can be a part of it.
Definitely. Vibe Vacancy is actually founded by a girl named Brooke Wright.
Okay.
She also has something else called Catch My Drift, but she calls me, a friend of mine, we call him Dookie Brown Flow.
I'm not gonna get into that, but no, go ahead.
No, he's actually he's a traveling artist. He travels all around the world, and we have another friend of mine. His name's Maine. She calls us her three wise men, and we sit down and we actually plan out the Vibe Vacancy, which is the open mic that we have in Turnersville, New Jersey. You come out, pay $10, of course, get a good show. We have a lot of vendors, a lot of different people to see. We have people with diet plans. We have people with paintings. We have people with thrift clothes,
Gotcha.
shoes,
Yeah.
everything.
Business owners.
Yeah, yeah, we try.
Support them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We support them, and yeah, you come down, have some fun, and get some drinks and whatever the case may be,
Okay.
and enjoy yourself. Live vacancy, Turnersville, New Jersey, at either Reflections or Supper Club Cafe, which is all in the same complex. So yeah. Definitely.
Good. Give some shout outs because I know you're quite loved. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so I gotta give a shout out to. I'm gonna give it first. I'm gonna give a shout out to my grandparents, my mom, my dad, my little brothers, my aunts, my uncles. Of course, you gotta get that out the way. And I want to give a shout out to Sheldon Jackson, a good friend of mine. Actually, he's not my friend; he's my cousin.
Okay.
We on there, so I'm trying to
Sure.
keep it professional. But yeah, Bold Folds. He has a first. He was not first. He has an handmade origami bow tie.
Oh wow.
And he makes them himself. He actually takes the fabric and he puts it around origami. It's perfect. You can actually like hold it and it'll like pop back open.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope. There's very reasonable price. You can find them at Bold Folds on Instagram. BOLD.
I'm sure you'll hook the feel good man up, Simone Malone.
Oh yeah, my man. FOLDZ, Bold Folds, and as well as that, I want to give a shout out to my man Eric Jones.
Sure.
He's a very he has a great story as well. And he's a very good designer of shoes. He has a shoe company called Like Father Like Son Shoes.
Oh,
like I'm talking about tassel loafers with the velvet material and the gold tip on the tassel is perfect. Him too, and I also want to give a shout out to SWB Kingdom Photo Booth, which is actually our family's family business in the photo booth. And I want to give a shout out to just my little brothers.
Good. Kelvin,
and Mr. Simone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen, man, absolutely,
man, of the radio.
I have never and I'm always a man of integrity and telling the truth. I've never thought of myself as being into fashion. Certainly, as I gotten older, my income has changed because income can help you dress accordingly.
Yeah.
And then because of the profession that I am, I've had a good friend who has poured into me, as I shared with you. But how I want you to tell people based on, and I respect you tremendously for your work. That's not my area of expertise. How do you see my style of the way I carry myself, the way I dress? Because I don't try to compete with people.
Yeah.
If you notice, my jewelry's accented most of the time with what I'm wearing.
Definitely.
People say I'm conservative but stylish, but how do you, and guys, he's going to tell you. He's going to tell you from his profession, how he sees Simone for what I do.
So people say conservative and stylish, right?
Something like that, but I get compliments a lot. I was at an event over the weekend and a couple ladies came up to me and said, I just had on a pair of slacks. It was a nice name brand slack. And I had on a nice blazer with name brand. I'm not going to say it, but it is. And they said, you really look nice. I like those slacks. They were different. They were cut on the side. It was like a cut on the side of them. I don't know. I just put it out and put it on with a Banana Republic shirt and a little hanky in there. And a couple of ladies came up to me and said, you really are sharp. I just do want something. That's what I say to myself.
So with that kind of style, you got to realize too. It's a difference between being conservative and stylish and actually being timeless.
Gotcha.
So your style is timeless. You have a style that literally can never, ever go out of fashion. No matter how many years it goes on or how many people you get past, no matter, whatever goes on, I can walk around in a name brand blazer, a name brand slack, a good
pocket square,
and look good. And because you do look good, you get those compliments. A lot of the times, the way that you dress dress drives a compliment. Like when I wear my Vans and I wear a T-shirt, people maybe like, "Oh, okay, he's good looking little young black male, little guy over there." But when I wear a suit, they hit me with the, "Wow, that's a good suit." And you can tell the difference in the conversation, the pitch of voice, even the approach and the actual posture that they have when they talk to you. A lot of the times when I just look like I'm just a regular, anyday kid, they just talk to you regular or they just say whatever. But when you're in a suit, your eyes get a little lit up. They stand up a little bit more. They're the handshake might be a little bit more firm because they see something in you through your dress. And it's the same thing with you. You know, it's a timeless style
Yeah.
that will never go out of style, and also will keep you and your marketing stages perfect for the rest
Right.
of the time that you actually keep working. So
Yeah,
get in the right
I
direction.
appreciate that. Guys, it's important to invest in yourself, and ladies, invest in yourself. It's important to wear a good tailored suit. If you can buy a custom-made suit, that's absolutely wonderful. They can do it for
I'm trying
you.
to tell you. So check me out. Before, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut
Oh,
you
no,
off.
go ahead, please.
For the men out there that don't know, women do not like a big suit. You need to wear a tailored suit.
That's
because
right.
to women, a suit is like how lingerie is to men for
Wow.
women.
Good information.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like when you think about things of that matter, when actually I started wearing a suit, the demographic of female, I want to say attention, changed from my age group of 25, you know, like 23, 25 age group to an actual woman.
Wow.
You're not saying that you know they're not
Sure,
women, but
sure,
you know,
absolutely.
like the mature,
Absolutely, that's good
setup,
information.
looking at you like, you look like you got yourself together, kind
That's
of thing.
right,
Like
that's right.
it's so. What I'm telling you now is that lingerie to men on women is a suit to women on men.
Got you. Your image is very, very important, folks,
Right.
on a daily basis. Take good care of yourself. Use good products as well, and you know, buy the necessary things that will help you in your business and who you are as a person. He knows. I told him all of my suits that you guys see me wear are tailor fit.
Right.
They're tailor fit. Thank God for a good tailor, and thank God for great people like this man who is making a difference in his life. Listen, man, you came in here with these nice bags, and I saw something. I didn't know if that was where is that bag?
Here we go.
Let's wait. Oh my goodness!
Indochino
They always
for you.
excite me. You know, people bring me nice gifts when they come. You see the name of the company? Look, let's hold that up. Let's get a good shot at that.
Indochino.
Y'all need to connect with that. What did you bring me here? Oh,
So,
is this an early Christmas gift?
It's a little something.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Yeah, I think you'll like this though.
Yes.
It's a nice. It's a bunch of pocket squares.
And he knows I can put them in my blazers.
Oh yeah, you got a nice navy blue.
Oh my goodness.
You got your pink. You got your red and blue with royal blue. Then you got your black and white.
Wow.
And you got your all white pot. This is the pivotal for me.
Yes,
let's show. You can wear this with everything.
Look at
and
see
it's
that?
an Indochino cotton pocket square. So yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
So nice. Thank you, man.
Right.
Love you for that.
My guy.
They take care of the radio feel good, man.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is why you need to connect with him. Get your suit, get your measurements today, because you need to look well as smell good on a daily basis, and take good care of yourself. Once again, give them the information again how they can locate you, because you're right here in Philly where you work.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Philadelphia area.
Yeah. I'm gonna
we
hook
got
this up.
KM the Sensei. KMTHESENSEII. And yes, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Facebook at Kelvin Wagner, KELVINWAGNER. And I'm always around to work.
Thank you so much. I like this.
Me and I'll be able to help. Definitely.
I can always find a blazer to go with any of these things.
Yeah,
to accent. Sure. I have at least, and I'm telling folks, not to be boastful or anything, if I showed you in my garage, I have at least 150 or 175 dress shirts.
Really?
Yes.
Sheesh.
So I can match.
I don't even got that much.
Yeah. Over the years, I've accumulated at least. I have slacks and for every season.
Right on.
And stuff. In fact, I'm going to show him when I get off the radio before he leaves out.
You
got to see this, because
sure.
You should always have clothes for every season.
Mm-hmm.
For what you're doing. I have corduroys of different colors, burgundy, black, even red, blue.
Oh, yeah.
It's just all kinds of stuff. So we have to dress for success.
Yeah.
What's your final word? And thank you for the gift. Oh, I just love it. Go ahead.
My final word is God bless. Lean out on your understanding, but trust in God. And that's it for me. Okay,
remember, you're never alone with Somomolo, my guest today, live on the radio as well as here in the studio, Kelvin Wagner. Make sure you guys listen tomorrow. This video is also on YouTube as well, and for those of you that are checking it out right now on social media, make sure you listen tomorrow at 9 a.m. That's on, of course, Wednesday, because you're watching this now, at 9 a.m. at fmhtmsradio.net. Got to check him out. He comes on the air about maybe 10:15, 10:20 a.m., This brother shared some great information that you're not getting right here. So be sure to check him out. We'll talk to you later. Definitely. Peace and blessings be upon you. Let's wave at him.
Peace out. Hi.
Take care.
Bye.